Royal Heir, Book 3, Chapter 13, The Way Out. The Sixth Great House has just cast its vote, officially awarding custody of Amanda to Barthelemy. This can't be happening.
Mommy?
I'm afraid the Covenus Nobilis has spoken.
I don't care. It's not too late to change your votes. Adelaide looks away, and you think you see a faint twinge of remorse on her face, but Lucretta and Cedric merely shrug. I have no wish to defend Lord Barthelemy's actions, but per the Cordonian's Accords, there can be no recasting of the deciding vote.
The law is the law, Queen Riley, and despite their many privileges, even kings and queens are bound by it.
Now it's time you handed Princess Amanda over to her new legal guardian.
You can piss right off. At a signal from Barthelemy, two uniformed security guards enter and head towards you and Amanda, who clutches your leg, and Liam immediately blocks their path. Don't you dare lay a hand on our daughter. Back off now. Vote or no vote, you can't just rip Amanda away from her parents. If you want to get to the princess, you're gonna have to go through all of us. You're damned right.
Mommy?
Your friends form a protective circle around your family, and the guards hesitate. Aren't we literally the king and queen? This guy has absolutely no power whatsoever yet.
Wait, custody of the princess must go to the crown regent per the vote, but Barthelemy hasn't officially been crowned regent.
Yet. What's your point?
Unless Riley and Liam break protocol, it's unclear whether you have legal grounds to take Princess Amanda until the time comes. Perhaps it would be easier for everyone if the princess stayed with her family for now.
She shoots you a quick, sympathetic look, a clear plea to buy you some time. It would certainly make this transition of power easier. Liam's fists clench at his sides as he forces himself to say the words. You may have won this vote, but our people won't take kindly to a regent in place of their beloved king and queen. If you want them to accept you as regent, Amanda stays with us until you're officially appointed.
And if I refuse?
He gestures towards the guards, half a question, half a threat. Liam squares his shoulders and stares Barthelemy down. Then I'll draw a line in the sand and we'll see how brutal clarity, where everyone's loyalty lies when things come to blow.
I suppose I will need a few weeks to arrange the amount of pomp and circumstance the crowning of regent deserves. Until then, the law gives the soon-to-be regent a say in all matters concerning the heir's safety, as long as she's looked after to my satisfaction.
Amanda is ours, and we're gonna find some way to fight this. One morning, several weeks later, a new normal has settled in at Duchy Valtoria.
Strawberry, Mommy?
Liam, could you pass the strawberry jam? Sure. I've got it! One of many guards now stationed in your duchy passes the jam down the table. Oh, thank you! I'll be sure to tell Lord Barthelemy that you saved me from the dangers of reaching for some jam. He begins spreading jam on Amanda's bite-sized slices of toast. All of us are just doing our job he hired us to do, ma'am. Right, your job of trapping me in my own duchy. We simply can't let you leave Valtoria with the Royal Heir. It's for the princess's protection. As Lord Barthelemy told the court, you can be something of a flight risk. Your words, not mine. You glare at the guard, then turn back to Liam, trying to put on a calm expression for Amanda's sake. We are literally king and queen. Don't we have an army? Any new plans for today, Liam?
Plans? Plans for what? Escape? Revenge?
Oh, mostly just the usual. Although Maxwell asked about taking Amanda on a little walk. Right on cue, Maxwell steps into the hall and waves to you and Liam. Morning, everyone. Has the princess finished her breakfast? Ah, it's to get him, the guards away. Amanda happily shoves her last bite of toast in her mouth and waves her jam-covered hands.
I'm done.
Oh, she's all yours. You wipe the jam from Amanda's hands and give Maxwell a subtle nod. The guard looks at you and Liam, then Maxwell and Amanda, clearly torn.
I'll accompany you on this walk. The princess should never be without supervision.
As soon as the guard is out of the door, you and Liam duck down a hallway and into the servants' pantry. I think Maxwell finally got here. I was 5 seconds away from dumping jam on the guard's head. You and me both. The guards all seem jumpier than usual today. Probably because of Barthelemy's press conference at the palace tonight. They can't let anything happen to Amanda. Right. Can't let any harm come to his show pony. I'm not about to let him show our daughter off as his future ward. Then, we've got to get her out of here, and to a safe house today. Any updates on our escape plan? Almost everything's in place. I've secured a getaway car, Hannah started packing Amanda's essentials, Drake's been studying the perimeter, and Maxwell learned the bridge guard's break schedule. So it's been weeks, right? No one's given a shit about Olivia? Okay. I'm glad you suggested staying here with Amanda instead of the palace. Even with those hired goons around, there's way less scrutiny. What about the security gate itself? The new one Barthelemy installed over the bridge? That's the one problem we haven't solved yet. It takes a key card to get through, and only Barthelemy and his new bodyguard have it. Well, he's stopping by today to check on Amanda before the press event. That could be our shot. That's exactly what I was thinking. If I can grab his keycard during the visit, will our friends have everything else ready to go? Liam holds you close, determination written on his face. We'll make sure of it. Barthelemy's not getting our daughter or the throne. We owe that to our family and to our people. I know. I just have one more question. Any news about Olivia? Not yet. But I've got the King's Guard looking high and low for her. We need intel to take Barthelemy down more than ever. Maybe once we get Amanda out from under his nose, we can help see... The pantry door suddenly bursts open, and the guard peers in at both of you.
What are you doing in here?
It's our motherfucking house! You get the f*** out right now before I beat the shit out of you with a jam jar. We were just making out. Wrap your arms around Liam's neck and pull him in for a tender kiss. Riley. Liam instinctively slides his arms around your waist, leaning into the kiss.
Okay, just keep the PDA to yourselves.
We were trying to do that. But we, will get out of this pantry. The guard follows you and Liam up to the boutique, where you find Maxwell watching Amanda dance around among the clothing racks. We had a little walk. Glad we could, get out of your hair for a bit. Maxwell winks at you as the oblivious guard frowns around the room.
Pretty.
Amanda pauses in her dance to tug on a soft lavender sweater, pulling it towards you. You like that one, huh? Do you want to dress up with Mommy today?
Twist.
While the guard is busy suspiciously peering through the clothing racks, Liam leans in to whisper to you. Putting on a relaxed front might make Barthelemy less suspicious. And more importantly, I'd love to see you try it on. You'll also have a chance to buy a matching dress for Amanda. But of course... Oh, it's very soft and pretty. Our girl's got good taste. What do you think, Amanda? Does Mommy look prettier than ever?
Yeah.
You picked a good one.
Hey, Twist.
She looks hopefully at the adorable pink jumper on one of the clothing racks. Of course you can dress up too. Let's see how it fits. Cute. Stubby little, feet and all that, but cute. How does it feel, Amanda?
Whee!
She spins around in her new jumper, skirts twirling, so excited that Liam has to catch her before she accidentally topples over. Seems like a winner to me. Amanda glances out a window at the sound of a passing car, and her cheerful expression suddenly falls.
Man.
He's not here yet, but yes, Amanda, he's visiting today. Amanda turns away from the window and rushes over to you. You kneel down to take her in your arms for a hug. She seems kind of worried on our walk, too. I think she knows something's up.
Man.
Amanda... He is bad, and you should say it. Believe me, we don't want him here either. But we'll get rid of that big old meanie as fast as possible, okay?
Okay.
I know something that might make you feel better, Amanda. Liam ducks out of the room for a moment and then returns with a large box. What do you got in there? You ever wanted to punch someone so bad? The guard reaches for the box, but you get to it first. Inside, there's a neatly folded tablecloth, adorable teapots and saucers, an entire tea set. Oh, false alarm. Liam, this is adorable. It's been a while since I had assembled a formal place setting myself, but it's set worthy of a princess. Amanda excitedly grabs one of the cups and waves it around.
Tea.
You picture the tea set laid out in Amanda's playroom. Cute. There are enough settings for our friends, so if Amanda wants, we could set up a make-believe tea party, just for us. Are you trying to shut my crew out of this little get-together? Unless you're going to dress up like Mr. Crumpet to join us, then yes. I'll pass.
Tea party?
This is your chance to add an exclusive item to Amanda's playroom and get some quality time with your friends away from the guards. I know there's a lot going on, but we can always make time to cheer up our girl. And help me get all of this to the playroom. After some arranging, you and Liam set up Amanda's new tea set and gather all your friends for a make-believe tea party. Oh, you guys, this is adorable. I feel like I'm at a real high tea service. Did Liam really put all this together? I did, although whenever I wasn't sure whether a piece was right, I asked myself, what would you do? The Hannah metric never fails. The tiny chairs and the table are perfectly sized for your daughter, but comically small as your friends settle into them.
Tea.
Amanda points imperiously to one of the adorable mini teapots. Sounds like someone wants us to start pouring tea. I nominate Daddy. He put in the work. I'd be honored. He picks up the teapot and gives Amanda a very dignified bow, then gently begins to pour a stream of imaginary tea. Let me know when you want me to stop.
More.
He keeps pouring.
More.
He tips the teapot further until...
Done.
Liam lifts the teapot back up to Amanda's command and salutes her. What if, hypothetically, I asked you to stand here, keep filling my cup for the next 10 minutes? And neglect giving Princess Amanda refills? I'd have to stop eventually. He politely fills everyone else's cups while you help Amanda mix a bit of milk and sugar into hers. Ready, Amanda? Try some. She grips the teacup handle with both hands and determinedly lifts the cup to her mouth. She takes a long, serious sip of the imaginary tea. Why didn't we just give it real tea?
Yummy. We can work on drinking it with your pinky once you've got a couple more finer motor skills under your belt.
Looks like the tea set was a good call.
And she hasn't even tried the sandwiches yet.
Anna plucks several toy sandwiches off a tiered tray and arranges them on Amanda's plate. Drake grabs one for himself and pretends to take a bite. This might be the most satisfying tiny food I've ever eaten. And this is a fantastic tea blend.
Please?
She holds her teacup for you to refill. She then holds her teacup out to Hannah, who is looking around at all of you with a teary smile.
Auntie knows Dad.
Are you okay, Hannah?
Yes, I'm just happy. I spent my whole childhood imagining what it would be like to have a tea party with actual people. I'm just so glad to be part of giving Amanda the childhood I longed for.
You place a comforting hand on her shoulder. Is everything you hoped it would be?
It's even better than I imagined.
Well, then how about we end this little tea party with a toast? To... friendship. And to many, many tea parties to come, attendance will be mandatory.
As long as Princess Amanda would be willing to share her tea set again.
You up for that, Amanda?
Tea. Sounds like a yes to me.
More cups are filled. Many toy sandwiches and tiny pastries are eaten, and as things begin to wind down, Amanda imperiously gestures for you and Liam to bend down towards her.
Thank you.
She gives you each a big kiss on the cheek. You're very welcome. We love you so much, Amanda.
Love you too.
Later that afternoon, you all head downstairs to the foyer, knowing Barthelemy is due to arrive at any minute.
When my dad gets here for his inspection, we need to keep him busy for long enough for Riley to grab his keycard.
I can handle that, probably without punching him in the face.
I wouldn't blame you if he did, but whatever else happens while he's here, just try to play along, okay? We might need you to improvise.
The door swings open and Barthelemy strides in with a tall, imposing bodyguard at his side. Why don't we just shoot him? How hard would it be? Ah, King Liam and Queen Riley, it seems my advice for your family to remain in Victoria was suited you. He gives you a casual attire, small nod, and you put on a most convincing smile. Yo, yes, it's given us so much time to relax. The estate seems to be in order, too. All stations report that the premises are clear, my lord. Thank you, Celia. Yes, thank you for that mind-numbingly thorough tour. Madeline trails inside after Barthelemy tapping a clipboard in her hand. Madeline, what are you doing here? The Royal Communications Director thought the people would want to hear firsthand that the princess is well during this tumultuous time. I hope I can be of use. While Barthelemy takes in the foyer with a critical eye, Madeline briefly glances at you and gives a small, conspiratorial nod. I wonder what she means. Shall we get on with this? Bertrand follows in his father's footsteps, but he can barely bring himself to meet your eyes. Good afternoon, Riley. Brother. Traitor. You're looking safe and sound, Queen Riley. And you're looking evil.
Yeah, nice makeover, Dad. I hate it.
That's a shame, but as the future Crown Regent, I thought I should dress in accordance with my station.
You aren't Regent yet, and even if you were, the suit can't make you worthy of it, or our daughter. Let's just get this visit over with. Barthelemy kneels down and puts a hand out to Amanda with an unconvincing friendly smile.
It's good to see you again, Amanda.
No.
What did you just call her? Barthelemy? You will refer to her as Crown Princess Amanda. Is that clear? The room goes dead silent in the wake of your words. After a long, awkward moment, Barthelemy clears his throat.
My apologies, Crown Princess.
We'll be attending a very important event tonight, young lady, so I do hope we can get along. Until then, shall we proceed with this inspection? Right this way. You and Hannah lead Barthelemy and his entourage to the nursery, where Celia inspects the door with a critical eye. Solid lock on the door, plenty of childproofing, seems secure. I thought we established that during Lord Barthelomy's last tour.
One can never be too careful where the hair is concerned. And what about the Royal Highness's wardrobe?
Hannah suddenly shoots you a worried look as Bertrand moves towards a wardrobe on the far wall. We've already started packing some of Amanda's clothes. I mean, he looks fine to me, Father.
Perhaps I should look, just in case.
To your alarm, Barthelemy turns to join Bertrand at the wardrobe, but his path takes him right past you. You carefully start to reach for the key card in one of his pockets. Whoa, back up. Please give his lordship 3 feet of personal space.
Please explain why Her Royal Highness's wardrobe is so empty. There's barely a frock to be found.
It's empty because not all of us need walk-in closets full of musty suits. A toddler doesn't need a new dress for every day of the week. Just enough to keep her comfy. He peers in the closet once more, frowning. Surely an even absentee father like yourself knows that a toddler's wardrobe doesn't need variety, just substance.
I suppose you have a point. And I can always round out her wardrobe when she's in my care.
Oh, the hell you will. After Barthelemy inspects Amanda's playroom and the rest of the upper floors, you lead him on a tour of the exterior. As Amanda's loving and rightful parents, we've been making sure she gets plenty of walks in sunshine. where you come across Drake inspecting a vine-covered trellis along the solarium's outside wall.
Venti, how's it going? All of us are fine, thank you, but what are you up to?
Drake openly glances up at the trellis, which leads up towards one of the duchy's balconies, and shrugs nonchalantly.
Oh, nothing much. Just making sure the trellises can hold the weight of all these vines here.
He pats it and gives you a subtle wink.
Nice and sturdy. Wouldn't want anything falling down. But this behavior seems awfully suspicious to me.
Suspicious and obvious. But maybe this was what Maxwell meant about needing to improvise? Listen, Drake's just... super into architectural safety. These days he basically walks around wearing a hard hat.
Oh man, that's right. I must have left it inside.
Man, don't let us stop you from retrieving an item necessary for your safety.
Let's carry on.
As you begin to walk away from Drake, you catch Barthelemy whispering to Celia.
I want some of the guards' usual posts moved to that trellis tonight. Seems like someone is planning to climb down from the balcony.
Roger that, Lord Barthelemy. There won't be any escapes on our watch. Behind Barthelemy's back, Drake winks at you. Oh, the Art of Misdirection. I'm guessing we have a different route in mind. One that's about to have way fewer guards. Your final stop is the kitchen, where Maxwell, sorting through some snacks, Barthelemy begrudgingly pronounces the pantry and the fridge contents to be satisfactory.
You do seem to be feeding her well.
Would I?
Snack isn't usually until you later, sweetheart, but if you're hungry...
Perhaps I could offer the princess a snack. We should start preparing for meals together, after all.
Like he'd even feed her himself, anyway. He made Mom and the servants handle all our meals as kids.
What was that, Maxwell?
Nothing. I'm sure we can arrange a little snack for Amanda. You hide the key card that's still in Barthelemy's pocket, knowing your window of opportunity is closing. If I pick something that Amanda always turns into a mess, that would give me an excuse to get him close to him. Bowl of her least favorite veggies. A stinky cheese. Least favorite veggies.
Ah, nutritious spread of vegetables, and an admirable choice for a princess's health.
It's almost like we're her real parents, you know, who have been lovingly raising her since birth. Barthelemy holds the bowl in one hand, takes a spoonful of veggies, and kneels down beside your daughter.
Here you are, princess. Who doesn't love some nice greens in the afternoon, eh?
As soon as Amanda sees the dreaded vegetable, she smacks the spoon away and upends the whole bowl on Barthelemy's head.
Cookie!
Ah, my jacket!
Barthelemy tries to wipe himself clean, but only smears the food everywhere. Oh no, let me help you with that mess. You help him remove the soiled jacket, and as you drape it over your arm, you tuck his key card into one of your pockets. I can have this laundered for you before you leave.
No, I'll take care of it at the palace. Celia will stop by tonight to pick up the Princess Amanda and escort her there. I expect her to be ready at 7:30 sharp.
I'd like to stay and look over a few more aspects of this day, so I'll make sure the princess's attire is sufficiently telegenic.
An excellent idea.
You share a confused look with Liam and Maxwell, but Madeline, doesn't meet your eye. She gives Bartholomew a prim nod and raises an eyebrow at you expectantly. Of course, not like we're going anywhere. That night you gather Liam, Amanda, and all your friends in the bedroom. They've brought several packages of bags and everything you need to look at after a princess on the go. Half the guards are busy keeping watch on the trellis, so we should have a clear window for a few minutes. Hopefully that's all we need. Everything else is as ready as it's going to be. And Madeline, is she still nosing around? I saw her interviewing some of the guards on my way here. I'm not sure what her deal is, but I think she's here for Barthelemy's sake. Well, whatever she's up to, she should be out of our way. You kneel down and put your daughter into a tight hug. Amanda, we're doing something very important tonight. We need you to be as quiet as a mouse while we go on a special walk, okay? Can you do that for Mommy and Daddy? Amanda looks at you very seriously and nods.
Kite?
Exactly, Amanda. Just like that. Can you handle that too, Willow? Meow. He hops into her carrier and obediently curls up as Liam grabs him. Bucky and Daisy, will you keep an eye on the estate while we're gone? I've told the staff to give you extra treats if you jump on Barthelemy or any of his visitors. Thank you, too. I know we're leaving this palace in good hands. Drake leads everyone through the upstairs hallway, stopping you at the right moment to avoid a passing guard patrol. But as you approach the stairs, Amanda tugs on your arm.
Avi?
Sure, sweetheart. You can hold it while we go. Just 1 second. Anna reaches into a bag and fishes around.
Oh no, it's not here. I could swear I packed it. It must have fallen out when I was leaving our playroom. Avi?
With the stress of the last few weeks and tonight's disruption to her sleep schedule, your daughter's voice starts to quiver and get louder. Everyone wait here. I'll go back and look for it. You make it to the playroom and begin searching for Amanda's lovey. How can something so cute be so hard to find? There it is. Spot on the shelf, just as the playroom door opens. Crap. You should duck and hide, grab it and hide. Grab it and hide. Snatch Lovey off the shelf and roll behind the castle just as one of the guards walks in. Princess must be getting ready for a trip to the palace. Guess she don't mind if I borrow Fat Kitty too. Fat Kitty returns. He heads toward the shelf Lovey was on, giving you just enough time to sneak out of the door. You reach back to your family and friends as quietly as you can. Did you get it? You hold Amanda's lovey to her, and her eyes go wide with relief and delight. She happily snuggles her face against it.
I love it.
Anything for my girl. Now let's keep being quiet. Knowing there are guards stationed at the main entrance, you make your way towards the side door, but as you pass another hallway, you spot a guard heading right towards you. That's going to be a problem. Why did they have to be good at their jobs? You turn away from the hallway and look for cover, but before the guard turns the corner and sees you, someone else does. Instead of calling out, Madeline turns back into the hallway. Ma'am, what are you doing down here? Looking for one of your crew, naturally. I had some questions about the security in the kitchen. Could you accompany me, please? Of course, Countess Madeline. The guard turns away towards the kitchen, but just before Madeline follows him, she turns back and looks right at you. Go, get your family away from that tyrant while you still can. Thank you. Make it outside and carefully peek around the building. Only one guard stands between you and the new metal gate across the bridge. Can't believe I gotta stay here late just because of Tina got put on the trellis duty. Maxwell, why is the guard still at the gate?
I don't know. Dave always takes a snack break at 7 o'clock sharp. Well, we need him to move before Celia gets here to take Amanda.
Let's have Maxwell text him about free snacks. Tell him that someone, I don't know, left a cheese platter out in the kitchen.
I'm gonna have to nix the cheese platter. Dave's lactose intolerant, but he does love celery and peanut butter.
Who cares? Maxwell quickly types something into his phone. Seconds later, you hear a faint ping, and Dave's post across the lawn. A whole jar of free peanut butter? Thanks, Maxwell. Looks like Dave's night is turning around. Dave heads inside the estate, whistling cheerfully to himself, which gives you a clear shot to the gate. Now. Liam picks up Amanda as you rush across the lawn. You swipe the gate open with the key card you stole from Barthelemy and then quickly swipe it closed before anyone races across the bridge. This way. How would they know or care? Where Liam leads you to a dark car, headlights off, that's idling under the cover of some trees. The doors open and steps out. Your Majesties, you made it. I have never been happier to see you, Mara, and you've rescued me from assassins. Let's get the princess buckled in and get the hell out of here. It's a pretty damn big car, don't you think? As Mara drives you all the way from Valtoria, Amanda quickly falls asleep between you and Liam, lulled by the movement of the car. We really did it. We got Amanda out of here.
I bet my dad's having an absolute fit at the press conference without her.
There's an easy way to find out. Liam pulls out his phone and quickly finds a live stream of the conference. You see a crowd of reporters gathered around the front steps of the palace, shouting questions at the beleaguered Barthelemy. My lord, I thought we were supposed to see Princess Amanda to reassure the public that she's been well. The Cordonian people still have questions about why the great houses voted to separate her from her own parents.
I assure you the princess is quite well. As a father myself, I wanted her to remain with her parents for as long as possible, which is why I asked Queen Riley and King Liam to take her on a short trip through the countryside. The fresh air would be far better for our princess than being subjected to all these questions.
But where exactly is she?
I'm sorry, that's all the time I have for tonight. I must continue preparations for the coronation ball.
You see Barthelemy duck away from the cameras, reaching for his phone. As he vanishes inside the palace, your phone rings. Hello?
I'm not entirely sure how you did it, but congratulations to you and Liam for evading my security.
Oh, Barthelemy. You should have known we'd do anything for our daughter.
And apparently you'll tell the press anything to get out of them admitting that you lost your own future ward. If you want to gallivant around Cordonia while Amanda is still yours, fine. It seems I can't stop you. But know that if you leave these borders, I'll be delighted to tell the court that my concerns about you being a flight risk are warranted.
You hang up the call and Morris speaks up from the driver's seat. Well, I've got some bad news for his high and mighty lordship. I know where Olivia is being held, and it's not in Cordonia. Mara wins. And what will it take to get Olivia back, and to get rid of Barthelemy for good? Find out in the next chapter. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like the video if you at all enjoyed it or watched it. It means a lot. It helps out the channel. Also, make sure to subscribe, especially if you want more content. And head down to the description below. There is tons of links, including ones of which to help support this channel. You can always hit the join button on the YouTube itself. And there are several links to our Discord, where you can come chat with me as well as others, as well as our Twitch, where we live stream a lot of our content. Thank you once again for watching. Peace out.